Are you serious? Are you serious? Greece is broke, busted, and disgusted. And it doesn't look like that Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to pull this thing off. Greece is ordered to pay 1.6 billion euros Tuesday, June 30th, 2015. That's also the deadline for the Iranian deal with the 6 superpowers. It's also the first ever asteroid day in America. After we finally get to see some of the sky from Google Sky, and after we have an announcement by NASA that they're working with the nuclear security division of the United States government on how to make a nuke to deflect incoming doomsday asteroids. And all of this has happened just after these 2 Supreme Court rulings of unprecedented cultural changing by the Supreme Court, whether it be on Obamacare or same-sex marriage. All these things happening while the Vatican is striking a deal with the Palestinians. And how come the Palestinians think they have this authority? It's still the land of Israel. Or is this showdown for a throwdown at the United Nations General Assembly in September going to be the moment when the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council all step back and allow a vote on the floor of the General Assembly to divide the land of Israel and to force it to the pre-1967 borders? Are you serious? Something biblical's going on here, folks, with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Let me tell you about Greece. Let's get back to Greece for a moment. The Eurozone got ready to deal with Greek debt default next week after refusing to extend the following Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras his surprise announcement of a referendum on an offer from creditors that his leftist government rejected. So Athens asked for an extension of Greece's bailout program beyond Tuesday, the day it must pay 1.6 billion euros to the International Monetary Fund, or the IMF, or go bust. Are you serious? Pay up or go bust is what the IMF is saying. But the other 18 members of the Eurozone unanimously rejected Greece's request for freezing or extending the deadline. And the European central banks, the IMF, they're all getting together now on how to handle this bankruptcy of Greece and what will be the ramifications on the euro. The euro has only been around 16 years, and now we have a casualty. How does that affect the European market or the value of the euro in comparison to, let's say, the US dollar or the Chinese currencies? And so Russia working close with China, are they going to bring Greece into the fold and create a new currency, adding maybe the Iranians and some other Middle Eastern nations and maybe some other nations that would like to come along? So is there going to be a major change in the leading currencies of the world? And if so, is this a global reset? And if so, are we getting in position for the formation of a one world currency? What will be the domino effect of the Greece bankruptcy? Actually, it will strengthen the dollar, to be quite honest with you. So those of you in America, if you're concerned, it will actually strengthen the dollar because the euro will take a haircut. And when the euro pitches and falls a little, loses its value some, that only lifts the value of the US dollar a little more, okay? So having said that, what does that mean long term? Well, you're seeing the beginning of the collapse, which will eventually cause these 6 major banks of the world to create a one world currency in connection with somebody's government, the strongest government, which could be China. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on these things because they're definitely playing into the mark of the beast system, which will be a one world currency managed with a one world system called the mark of the beast. That's all tied together spiritually as well as economically. And the global elitists are working on it right now. And if you look at all the social, casualties we're seeing with the Supreme Court rulings and some of the other things taking place, and radical Islam on the rise and the New World Order formation taking place. We're in the days of the Bible. The end times are here. Are you prepared for it? Are you saved? We're running out of time. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We are running out of time.